If you're like me, you're not ready to let go of your summer fragrances just yet, but the weather's changing and suddenly they don't hit the same. Your summer scents don't work in September. Here's why. In July, citrus splashes and breezy florals feel effortless. The heat does the work. But once the mornings get crisp and the sunsets come earlier, those same perfumes start reading more sunscreen than sweater. And going straight into dense vanillas or smoky leathers feels like jumping into a wool coat while you're still in a tank top. So, how do you keep wearing your favorite summer scents without smelling out of season? That's exactly why I use the 3-2-1 rule, a simple way to transition your favorite summer scents into fall so they last longer, feel season ready, and save you money. So, instead of packing your summer bottles away, this rule helps you transition them. Welcome to Self-Love Saturday. Today, I'm not only building a transitional tray from my collection of 103 bottles, I'm sharing a formula you can use with the fragrances in your collection. You choose what to wear, when to wear it, and why it works. On Self-Love Saturday, we do not gatekeep beauty hacks. If there's a ritual that makes life softer, richer, and easier, we share it. By the end of this video, you'll know how to anchor your mornings with light that still feels alive. How to glide into the afternoon with florals and amber that feel like sunlight through a window. And how to end your night wrapped in an aura that says fall without shouting winter. I'll name the exact bottles on my tray. I'll offer luxury alternatives for those of you building your wardrobe. And then I'll give you layering moves that turn good into signature. You know, for me, fragrance isn't just something I spray on. It's part of how I style myself, like the invisible accessory to my outfit. Fashion is visual storytelling, and fragrance is emotional storytelling. Together, they create the whole package. Take date night, for example. My husband and I are going out this weekend, and I'm pulling together a boho romantic maxi dress. Flowy florals with lace details. That's the look. But it's not complete until I add the scent. I don't want to just look romantic. I want to smell romantic. So I reach for a fragrance that brings that theme to life. I style it, scent it, live it. Because luxury starts within, and fragrance completes the look. That's what this 3-2-1 rule is really about. It's not random layering or math. It's a method for making sure your scent evolves the way your outfit does. Fresh in the morning, warm in the afternoon, deep and romantic at night. It is simple. 3-2-1 is your scent flow. A simple way to transition from summer to fall. See, perfumers build every fragrance using a 3-2-1 balance. 3 parts fresh top notes, 2 parts warm heart notes, and 1 part deep bass notes. That's what gives a scent its personality. I take that same idea and flip it. I use 3-2-1 as my wearability code. It tells me whether a fragrance still works as the seasons shift. If the scent is mostly fresh, it stays in my daytime rotation. I just anchor it with something cozy. If it's warm, it becomes my go-to for fall transitions and evenings. And if it's deep, that's my cool weather signature. You start at number 3, your fresh anchor, move to 2, your warm bridge, and land at 1 with your deep comfort. Think of it like getting dressed. A breathable base layer, a soft sweater, and 1 statement piece. Your fresh anchors carry the last light of summer. Tart fruits, airy florals, herbal sparkles, musks that feel like clean skin after a shower. Your warm bridges are the knit, florals with vanilla, ambers, soft spice, patchouli that's elegant rather than clubby. And your deep comfort is the finishing layer. Leather, gourmand, resin, boozy woods. The piece that says we have officially stepped into fall. Morning you pull from fresh. Afternoon you reach for warm. Evening you crown it with comfort. Done. Most of us don't actually want to stop wearing our favorite summer scents. We just want them to feel right again when the weather cools down. That's what your fresh anchors are for. Those clean, easy scents that still feel light but don't clash with the season. In the mornings when the light is soft and my to-do list is loud, I need clarity without chill. That's where Hermès Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate is perfection. Tart rhubarb, with a juicy snap that wakes you up like cool water on your face. If I want that same clarity with a touch of girlish glow, I reach for Armani My Way Nectar. It keeps the floral heart fresh, like a clean sundress catching a breeze. But it has just enough sweetness to remind you you're not in June anymore. On days when I want a little more polish, YSL Libre Nuit is my go-to, transparent, musky, a clean line under a blazer. If I need something aquatic and happy without smelling like a beach ball, Versace Dylan Turquoise adds a gentle sea breeze to the morning. And for those romantic errands when I want pure softness, Miss Dior Bloomin' Bouquet is the peony cloud that makes even the grocery store feel pretty. Luxury alternatives? Creed, Aventus for her, gives sparkling, slightly juicy brightness with a mossy backbone. I run the meeting in the mood board. Tom Ford Neroli Portofino is sunshine on polished stone. Mediterranean citrus dressed up without fuss. And Maison Margiela's Under the Lemon Trees is lemon zest whisper with green shade. Simple, uplifting, transitional perfection. What's your favorite morning reset scent? The one that makes you feel put together before you even get dressed. You can wear your fresh anchors all day, but here's the thing. As the day warms up, they start to lose that sparkle. What felt clean and airy in the morning can start smelling a little flat by noon. That's when your warm bridges come in. They add a touch of depth and softness without feeling heavy. This is where the day leans from iced coffee to oat milk latte. Valentino born in Roma Intense is a star here. On my skin is jasmine and vanilla done with a wink. Youthful, flirty, but not sticky. It feels like putting a cardigan over a satin cami. When I want texture, literal fluff on the skin, I go for my Twilly, the powdery one. It's soft scarf energy. For a floral that still feels tropical but gains body for fall, My Way Ylang Ylang does that. Smoother than the original. Sunset golden. If I need poise with presence, Coco Mademoiselle Intense walks in, crisp citrus and rose with warm patchouli. For sparkle with layers, Louis Vuitton, a trap rev, sits between playful and polished with cocoa peony shimmer. And yes, Delina from Parfum de Marly still works in the shoulder season, tart lychee and rose bright on top, musk and vanilla warming it underneath. Then there is Guerlain Mon Guerlain, lavender wrapped in vanilla like a silk robe. Beyond my shelf, Byredo Baldafrique is the golden hour filter. Diptyque Eau d'Huile is vanilla made adult with cardamom and incense. And Givenchy L'Interdit Rouge delivers rose with spice that makes a nighttime promise. You could wear your warm bridges all day, but they really come alive once your skin's warmed up and the day's in full swing. Early on, they can feel a little thick, and by evening, they start to fade just when you want something that lingers. That's where your deep comforts take over. The scents that stay close, last longer, and feel like home when the temperature drops. Evenings are where the single deep comfort lives, and I rotate more than one depending on mood. Baccarat Rouge 540 is my cool air amplifier. In heat, it can feel loud. In September and October, it becomes aerated caramel wood. When I want grounded and expensive without shouting, Hermès Beauty is it. Supple leather like a perfectly broken in jacket. For cozy play, YSL Black Opium Glitter with marshmallow twist is movie night sweetness. If the Night Calls for Mood and Memory by Killian Angel Share pours cognac and cinnamon over tonka, boozy and delicious. Hypnotic Poison brings almondy, creamy sensuality. And Tom Ford, Lost Cherry layers syrupy cherry over bitter almond chickly. One spritz, and you're the plot twist. Alternatives: Replica Jazz Club is rum, tobacco, vanilla. Brooklyn Bar Vibes, Tom Ford. Tobacco Vanille is spiced, rich, library mood. Initio Oud for Greatness is ceremonial incense and oud. And Killian Love Don't Be Shy is marshmallow orange blossom as a cashmere throw. What's your ultimate cozy night perfume? The one that makes you feel wrapped up in your own vibe, not someone else's approval? 321 is your scent flow. It's how you move through your fragrances from morning to night or summer to fall. But layering, it is your styling trick. It's what makes your scent personal. The 321 rule is your original track. It keeps your scents in rhythm as the day changes. Layering is the remix. It's another way to keep your summer fragrances going as the season shifts. Instead of replacing them, you just give them a little support. Add a soft warmth under your citrus, a touch of wood behind your floral, or a creamy base beneath something airy. It helps your light scent settle into cooler air. Smoother, cozier, but still fresh enough to feel like you. It's how you transition without starting over. Layering is where a good tray becomes your signature. Spray the most transparent first, then the textured, and finish with the densest, lighter touches as you go deeper. Examples: rhubarb under Delina makes tart jam. Rose. The fresh rhubarb keeps your summer scent alive, while Delina's warmth helps it last and feel cozier in cooler air. Libre Nu under Cocoa is lavender easing into plush patchouli rose. Libre keeps that airy summer clean skin vibe, while Coco Mademoiselle adds warmth and depth. So your favorite summer floral doesn't disappear when the temperature drops. Born in Roma. Intense Glaze with Angel's Share is a vanilla jasmine cognac dessert on skin. The creamy bourbon warmth grounds Born in Roma's sweetness, making it feel more like fall without losing its signature glow. Delina plus Lost Cherry is a fashion editor's rose cherry duet. The playful rose stays front and center, but the cherry gives it richness. So your summer rose feels dressed up for cooler nights. For 3 tiers, My Way Nectar, then Powdery Twilly, then a mist of BR 540 at the collarbone. Airy to cozy to luxe. You start with your summer brightness and finish with fall depth, all in one trail. All right, this is where it all clicks. The 3-2-1 rule and layering aren't just cute tricks. This is the real hack. When you understand why your fragrance behaves differently in fall, you can make anything on your tray feel like it was made for the season. Cool air compresses diffusion. Gourmands and woods feel smoother in fall. Humidity amplifies, which is why sweet bombs feel suffocating in August. Dry skin needs a lotion base for longevity. Oily skin projects better naturally. Clothing matters. Cotton lifts. Knits trap. Leather reflects. Barinia under a leather jacket. Perfect. BR 540 on a cashmere scarf. Heavenly. That's the secret. Once you know how scent actually moves through cooler air and thicker fabrics, you can tweak what you already have and get that fall glow up without buying a thing. So let's bring it all together. The real challenge isn't choosing a new scent. It's figuring out how to keep wearing the ones you already love as the season changes. And that's exactly what the 3-2-1 rule solves. It's your easy transition plan. Layering lets your light summer fragrances adapt instead of fade, so you can keep wearing what you love into fall. But the real hack is in understanding the science of scents, how notes shift, warm, and unfold differently as the weather cools. The formula gives you structure, and the layering is the bonus. That final touch that makes every blend feel intentional and completely yours. That's it. The 3-2-1 rule. My formula for building the perfect summer to fall fragrance wardrobe. So every spritz fits the season without overwhelm. Remember, every spritz is a tiny promise to care for yourself. Be honest. What's the one summer fragrance you've been trying to stretch into fall, even though you know it's time to let go? My next Self-Love Saturday videos dive into the brand new Hermès Beauty collection and the Big Fall 2025 fragrance launches. I'll break down what's worth it and what to skip. Subscribe and turn on notifications. You'll want first dibs on those insights. Angels, thank you for spending your Self-Love Saturday with me. I'll see you in the next one.